Yo, how's everybody doing today? It's your boy, Airboy, and I am back with another FanBoyAaron review, and this time I'll be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Voyager class Megatron. And before we take a look at the figure, as always, we'll take a quick look at the box. So here's the box, and you know what? I'm gonna adjust my lighting setup a little bit. Just give me a second. Why is the camera super freaking sideways? There we go. Do I need that? That didn't really help. You know what? Give me just a second. Alright, there we go. That actually looks a lot better. And again, why is the camera super freaking sideways? Sorry about that, technical issues. Anyway, here we got the box. He is the Studio Series 54 Megatron from the first Transformers movie. Transformers Generations logo. There's an image of Megatron. Now, I don't know why they put the Revenge of the Fallen Megatron's head on the first movie Megatron's body, when the figure is basically the polar opposite, but I don't care. There's a nice little image there of Megatron. I'm gonna... yeah, that works, I guess. Bring it down a little bit. There we go. Back of the box. Sorry I keep making adjustments to the camera. Not much to the back of the box. Just some product shots. Let's see here. There's a brief bio there, if you want to read it real quick. Let's go ahead and pause it. I'll just go ahead and read it. It's one sentence. Megatron stalks the skies in search of Sam Witwicky and the Allspark, and that's all you need to know, basically. That out of the way. Moving on to the figure itself, and yeah. This thing is gorgeous. And you would know that too if the camera would focus. There we go. Now, here he is in the Cybertronian jet mode, and it's not a one-to-one accurate representation of what the vehicle form looked like in the movie, but considering what they had to work with and what they had to do to make this work, this is pretty damn good. And as you can see, it is covered in this beautiful silver paint. Like, I'm afraid to adjust the brightness too much because the flare from it might be too much. You know what? Let's just see if it is. Oh yeah, that is way too bright. I mean, I could try doing that. It kind of helps. As you can see, lots of mechanical detail all throughout this thing. And I cannot get the lighting on this thing correct to save my butt. There we go. And you can kind of see the robot mode legs hanging in the back here. And underneath, you can see the chest. Now, they did reuse the same chest that the Revenge of the Fallen Megatron had from the earlier Studio Series Megatron, but I don't care. The only real problem I have with the vehicle mode is that there are some gaps and certain things don't like to stay tabbed in, but it's not overly frustratingly loose. I mean, it holds together fairly well. And for comparison, here he is next to... let's start with this guy. Here he is next to the first Studio Series Megatron, the Revenge of the Fallen version. And yeah. And no, this guy has the add-on kit on him. And even with that, he still pairs in comparison to his movie 1 iteration. I mean, this was okay. But this is what we really wanted. It's like, okay, I've had the main course. Now give me that kick-ass dessert. Other comparisons, here he is with Revenge of the Fallen Starscream. I would do movie 1 Starscream, but I don't have that one anymore. Besides, I think color-wise, this one's better than the movie one, Starscream, anyway. Here he is with Bone Crusher. See how that works out. Here he is with Brawl. See how that works out. Here he is with Barricade, and no, this is not the Studio Series Barricade. I had the Studio Series Barricade, but I didn't care for it much. The design just had too many flaws, and besides, the Age of Extinction Barricade is far superior. Or not Age of Extinction, the Last Night Barricade is far superior to the Studio Series one. But we're not here to talk about this guy. We're talking about this guy. There's how those two look together. Here he is with Studio Series Blackout. And, yeah. Blackout's a big, beefy guy. And last but not least, the most important comparison. Here he is next to Studio Series Optimus Prime. This is the Dark of the Moon Leader class Optimus Prime, which I will be reviewing next. It won't be my next video, I don't think, but he will be my next review, definitely. As you can see, jet, a lot bigger than a truck. Now, Megatron does come with one accessory, this flail thing. Now, it's not made of rubber, it's kind of a flexible plastic. I do not recommend bending it too far, or you might break it. Now, yeah, this accessory is kind of lacking, honestly. I'm hoping DNA Designs will make an add-on kit for this guy because he desperately needs it. At the very least, a better set of weapons. Because this thing kind of sucks. And you can store it on the vehicle mode. Just plug it into the side there, and there you go. Now let's transform this guy. It's a tricky little transformation, but it's not overly complicated. First thing you want to do is you come down here, untab the arms. You want to untab the feet. Pull the legs back. And we'll focus on the legs first because that's where you got to do the majority of the work. First thing you want to do is you want to rotate the wings all the way around. You want to take this part here inside the wing. I'm going to raise the camera a little bit. Take this part here inside the wings, pull it out. Then you want to rotate this part in, flip this down, and push it flush against the inside of the wing there. Then you want to take this part, flip it down, then you just fold it all together. I hope I'm doing this right. I have no idea if I am. Then you should just be able to... I don't think I am. Hold on. What am I doing wrong? Do I have to... What am I missing here? I am not a professional, people, so just... I think we're going to flip it down like that, then push it. Ah, yeah, that's what we want to do. Okay. Then we take this tail fin here, rotate it down over that mess. You take the heel spur, flip it down, flip down the toes, and you just, I think I got that right. Do I got that right? Yeah, I got it right. Then you just repeat the process on the other leg. Pull that tab out, rotate that, flip that in, flip that down. Bring this. Did I remember to rotate the thing? No, I didn't. Okay. Rotate all that in. It's all on multiple hinges. It's just a matter of lining it all up correctly. Put down the heel spur. Pull up the toes. Rotate fin. Bring it around, and there we have the legs all done. Let's focus on the upper body. What you want to do is you want to pull the back, flip the head up, then back here. You'll notice these little grooves on the upper arm. What you want to do is you want to Well, first you want to pull the arms out like that. That's what you want to do first. And then you use those little grooves there to swing the arm up. And it'll tab in right there. I don't know if you can see that. Swing it up, tap it in. Just going to apply a little pressure, just a little bit. You do the same thing on the other side. Whoop it up, tap it in. Are you supposed? Is it supposed to click? Do I got it? Yeah, I think I got it. Bring them out a little bit, just to get them out of the way. Now, what you want to do is you want to focus on this nose cone section here. Just rotate around, pop it off it. Make sure everything unclicks properly. This front part is a little tight. There we go. Then you just rotate it around inside the back here. Make it nice and even like that. Then you just flip up the back. Just flip up the back. There we go. And these little tabs here on either side of the arms. If I can get the focus. Yeah, little tabs there will go into those slot holes right there. Just gotta, it's just a matter of lining it all up correctly. Then you just orientate the head correctly. The last thing you want to do is you want to flip the hands out. Make sure everything is positioned correctly. Do I got it all? I think I do. And here we have Megatron in his sweet, sweet robot mode. And yeah, I cannot express how much I absolutely love this thing. It is the best movie Megatron we have ever gotten, period. Nothing comes close. Even the Masterpiece movie figure pales in comparison to this guy. I mean, and he's a big, beefy dude. Like, as you can see, I'm struggling trying to get the whole thing in the frame. And making it look decent as well. Freaking lighting. There we go. Why am I moving it away? We want to look at it. We want a closer look at it, don't we? Now we're going to bring it up and take a look at that beautiful, beautiful movie accurate head sculpt. Now, this chest, again, they just reused the old one, not movie accurate, but the head sculpt and most everything else is. Let's take a closer look at that beautiful silver mug of his. Camera to focus. As you can see, lots of this beautiful silver paint all throughout this figure. They went all out with this guy. I mean, granted, accessories suck, but the figure itself definitely did not, you know, they were willing to spend the money to make this guy work well and look good, and I think they did just that. The eyes are painted red. Take a look at the back, and it's one of the cleanest transformations on a figure I've ever seen, too. Like, there is no kibble on the back whatsoever. The only real kibble this figure has is on his legs, and that's where the majority of the jet parts store. And honestly, I can live with the sacrifices they had to make with the legs to make the robot mode work. This thing is absolutely great. And it looks like the wings are supposed to tab in here, but they don't seem to want to. Right, that one did, but alright, either I don't have something angled right, or again, the only real problem this guy has is certain things do not like to tab in all the way, but even still, it holds together very, very well. The only real nitpick I have with the robot mode, other than the little bit of clutter on his legs, is the nose cone. The tip of the nose cone section sticks out here, and it can get in the way of the head articulation a little. But again, minor nitpick. This figure is more or less perfect in my eyes. what few flaws there are greatly overshadowed by the many things they got right with this guy. Now, let's go over articulation. The head is on a ball joint. You can look up basically all the way. You can rotate all the way around. As annoying as that nose cone tip is, it does get out of the way enough. And there's also a hinge that lets you move it front and forward and backward a little bit. The arms can rotate all the way around. They can move out that far. There is bicep rotation. Oh. There we go. I didn't have it clicked in all the way. Where was I? Oh, yeah, bicep rotation. 90-degree bend. Yes, a 90-degree bend at the elbow. Nothing at the wrist except for the transformation joint. Nah, nothing at the waist, unfortunately, just due to how he transforms. The legs can kick forward. That far. They can kick back. Ooh, excuse me. That far. They can go out about that far. There is thigh rotation. His knees are a little weird, but they do bend, and they bend at a... Wait a minute. Oh, no, that's just the way it's built. Okay. They do bend a little over 90 degrees. And you got a beautiful ankle tilt, as well as some up and down movement at the toes and the heel spurs. So yeah, despite the lacking articulation in the waist and the wrist, you can get a lot of really good poses from this guy. And, of course, you can give him his crappy flail weapon. Again, DNA Designs. I really, really hope they make something. And that just plugs in there. There's a little slot hole for that little tab there on the end. Just plug it in. And you can have him swinging the crappy flail around. Yeah, I don't like that thing. I really hope DNA Design just comes through with an add-on kit for this guy. He needs it desperately. I'm going to remove this thing. Now, let me move this guy back because we got a few size comparisons we got to do. And you will see just how big he is. He is a decent sized figure. Let me just set him up here. There we go. And now, for comparison, here he is next to the original Studio Series Megatron. And, yeah. Don't get me wrong. This guy is good, especially with the add-on kit. But this guy, even without an add-on kit, is better. And when he gets one, he's going to be even more better. It's just a matter of time. Alright, onward with the comparisons. Here he is with, yeah, let's see if we can get a group shot. All the Movie 1 Decepticons. Technically, Movie 1 Decepticons. There he is with Starscream. There he is with Blackout. Yeah, I might have to move them back a little more. There we go. He is with Brawl. Here he is with Bone Crusher. And Barricade. Again, I know I got the wrong Barricade and Starscream standing here, but technically this is the Movie 1 Decepticon cast, and they don't look all that bad together, honestly. Alright, let's get these guys out of the way. And last but certainly not least, a comparison we all want to see. Megatron, and Optimus Prime. Yeah. This is, I think this is accurate to the movie scale-wise, and they do look really, really good together. This will be my next Transformers review right there. So, yeah. That pretty much does it. Now, where the hell is my tape measure? I always manage to lose track of that thing. Give me a second while I try to hunt it down. And, oh, there it is. Now, as he stands, he is about 7.5 inches. And at the time of release, he was about $30. And, yeah, he is more than worth that price. I would definitely recommend picking him up at your first given opportunity. He is currently available on Amazon. I think you can find him on eBay, and he will be up on Big Bad Toy Store sometime next month. And the last thing to show off, like every Studio Series figure, inside the box there's a little display base. The background for this is just the city where the battle took place in the movie. Now, I don't use these things, but I do like how you have the option for a little display base for starting collectors. And there you have it. This has been the Studio Series Voyager class Megatron. Definitely pick this guy up if you can find him. If you enjoyed the video as much as I did, hit that like button, leave a nice comment, enjoy the rest of your day, and join me next time. Well, not the next time, but my next review. Join me in my next review when I cover the Leader Class Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime. Until then, I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.